I just want to share what is to come on this channel. So, there are so many personal growth videos, and through the last few years of my journey, I have had so much stuff that I have hit rock bottom in. I made a journal about setting goals, I manifested everything I wanted. You realize, is this really what I want? And it's not always fulfilling, and that's because it's not authentic. And so, it's so easy to tell people, set boundaries, right? Make all these videos to help people, but there's a mental piece, which is important, and then there's the physical piece, physiologically. When the body feels safe, the mind does. And so I want to give you a quick few examples and hope that I don't make this so long like I've been doing. Think about when you go to public speak. You will literally feel your voice like shaking. You might not be able to get words out. I mean, I personally, when I wanted to set boundaries, like I literally couldn't get words out. And so basically, what I want to do moving forward is have a video on this channel, and then I made a second channel for EFT for a corresponding video. I will go more in depth about what that is over there, and I just want to make this quick. But basically, it has you feel the emotion, rewire it with a new belief, because they say I think it takes like 90 seconds to like get an emotion out, but most of the times when you're triggered, when you're having like a wound hit, and you're upset with somebody and you're very emotionally reactive, and that's like shadow, like go into that more too in the future. But basically that stems back to the root, like something so long ago that you're probably not even conscious of, and if you think about it, it's probably a pattern you've dealt with multiple times. And so people can say get over the past. Well, it's still there because we are responding not even consciously. And so moving forward, I want to have the mental piece on this channel, and then my second channel will be having a corresponding video to go through with it. Another thing you can do, I made a quick little video which I'm having to redo because I just rambled on, but essentially it talks about detachment and not being emotionally reactive. And let's say you are getting triggered, and so again, focusing on each day and being present, what you're responding to, what you're having physical reactions to, emotional reactions to, taking note of it and getting to the root of it. So let's say you're upset and you're getting triggered that someone's not answering you, and maybe it makes you like fight, flight, fawn, freeze, like react in a way that's like not your truest self. It's just from a wound. You might end up having the same patterns replay. And so going within, taking note of these daily or whenever they happen, and going through a phrase. So for instance, if I need this person to text me back so I feel important. Well, the need is feeling important. The trigger of feeling left out. So if I'm upset because I am being left out, well, the need is feeling included, right? So you can literally YouTube EFT for feeling left out. And by working through these emotions and kind of healing that, right? Because even in relationships, we can attract people. A lot of times they're opposite. I saw this thing, if you don't heal your shadow, you will date it. And that is so true. And the reason that friendships, relationships become so addicting is because we think it's going to make us whole. And so if you heal that within, then you will not attract such extremes. So one thing for me is like, I think fear of being left out had me trying to stay included in friends groups that weren't even aligned with me, just so I didn't have that like emotional reaction. And so healing these wounds will get you to live a more authentic life, because none of us should have to like beg to be somewhere, beg to feel wanted. It all starts within, and then as within, so without. And so I feel like this has been the quickest way, and I've tried so many different healing modalities. It has been the quickest and most transformative. And I mean, I hit a complete rock bottom. Like, I made this journal about creating your dream life, and then I hit a rock bottom, and I'm like, how am I going to help people? Like, I literally hit a rock bottom in all these areas. And I was like, no, this is exactly how I'm going to help people. And the other thing is that, like, when you hit a rock bottom, so much falls apart. And so I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have these resources available to me on YouTube. And so after this whole phase I went through, I asked myself, like, what can I do to give more? And I am so grateful for everything that I had available to me in such a hard phase of my life, that, going through grief, chronic health issues, which I resolved, losing friendships, relationships. I mean, I want to be that safe place here for everyone to go to, because we can focus on being positive all the time and manifesting everything, but like loving yourself truly is loving all the sides of yourselves, even the dark ones. And the more darkness that you can sit with and face and heal, the more joy you can find. And I really believe the more authentic of a life that you can live. And so, like I said, doing this work will literally change your life. If you don't believe me, just keep watching. But we can be so overcomplicated. Like I said, I've tried so many different things. This has been by far the best, and it's such an integrative approach where it's the mind and the body, because both are so important. So moving forward, if there is a video I post, expect in the description there to be a corresponding video for my EFT channel or another person on YouTube that has amazing videos, because there are so many of them. And yeah, like I said, I could say whatever, but it just doesn't feel good to me to give someone that information and lecture and not actually show them, because there's so much online telling. But I want you, it's something you have to feel, right? Like, some of the best feelings in the world aren't always logical, it's felt. And I look back and I can't even believe how much I have changed and become more of myself. And it's like I said, it's one of those things that I have to shut my head off, get back into my body. I swear this like rock bottom really knocked me into my feminine. And so there will be so much to come. Thank you so much for being here. And if you really are ready to change your life, then you're going to want to stay.